Welcome to East Coast Elk Reviews. And today we're going to be doing an examination on my homebrew. So this is actually the first beer I ever brewed. This is the Hank's Hefeweizen homebrew extract homebrew recipe kit from Northern Brewer. A little bit of information about this beer. So it was actually only done in one bucket, so only did one fermentation, but it was for 3 weeks. So this did a 3-week fermentation. So I think we were pretty spot on from what I remember. The original gravity was 1.052, and the ABV landed at 525. What was it? Got it in my notes here. 525, pretty sure. And then, so for the actual recipe, so we used the specialty grain was Fieldstone grain blend, 0.5 pounds of Bryce Carapils. The malt extracts was 6 pounds wheat malt syrup. That's that liquid syrupy stuff. 1 pound Golden Light DME, the dried malt extract. And then it was actually used, we used 1 hop and we used 1 ounce of German Tettnang at 60 minutes, the beginning of the boil. The yeast we used was the Safe Ale WB06 wheat beer dry yeast, so a dry yeast. It was a pretty simple brew. We used some potassium metabosulfite and a Brita filter to try to clean up the water as much as we could. Also, before I forget, because I kind of just went straight into the beer, shout out to the panel that's here with me today.
Hello.
We got Bumpyisms. Cheers, Bumpy. Alex, the beer master. Cheers, Alex.
Cheers.
Thompson 75. Cheers,
Bro.
Eric. BJ from BJ Drinks Beer. Beer Man.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Cheers.
I believe this was 525. I thought I wrote it down in the notes.
Recipe says it came. It was
Positive. It's 5.25%. What did you say, Eric?
The recipe says it was supposed to be around a 5.2% with 15.8.
Yeah, I think we were pretty spot on as far as efficiency. Like I said, this was the first beer I ever brewed. I mean, I can look more stuff up in a little bit. You guys want to crack this open? Pour it up?
Hell yeah. Let's do
Going
it.
to.
Nah.
Goodbye, Bumpy.
I really feel like it. All right.
Keep it up, Mr. Dan.
It's probably safer to leave it in the bottle.
Yeah. What's everyone got for glassware? I got my Spiegeloo wheat beer glass.
Why
I
did
got the
Google
same as you.
beer?
My bone saw Belgian style.
Nice.
Oh, excellent.
So 2/3, and then swirl the
Craft
rest.
master for the beer master glass over there.
And I did it right.
It's
Hey,
carbonated.
PJ, I did this right. For
Yeah,
one.
this one was definitely
Right.
carbonated the best out of the beers. I feel like I did the best with this one. Lots of effervescence. We got a nice
first,
tan
I'm
kind
gonna
of
pour it as a crystal ice.
Yeah, I left all my sediment at the bottom.
I haven't poured the whole thing.
Yeah.
I think I did a good job of mixing mine in.
Not I. Look at that.
So we'll get a
Proud in
different,
here.
we'll get a little bit of a different aspect. So I have had this, full disclosure. Most of us have actually had this. I think the only person that hasn't tried this yet was Bumpy. We wanted to do kind of like a full panel thing, kind of get together. There's still some people that I have a couple bottles saved for that I need to get to them. And of course, I still have other homebrew too. So if there's somebody in the beer community, don't feel like I left you out. I got a bunch of other beers that I brewed. This took a while to put together too. So this was like kind of something I was like, yeah, we got to do that already. But yeah, what do you guys think of the look of the beer? What do you guys think? Aesthetics?
freaking looks beautiful, man.
Really pretty.
Yeah.
Cloudy, weedy.
It's a bit, maybe a bit darker than most hefes I've seen.
Oh,
but
yeah.
not bad.
I think that's because of that malt extract syrup.
Mm.
Kind of gives it that little bit of the darker coloration.
Pretty
It
ornate.
actually looks a little bit more amber on camera.
Very
In
amber.
person, it's a little
Mine
bit
hazed
more.
right up. Look at that.
Oh yeah, that,
We know how my bottles came out. Yeah.
It's got a nice head. So
yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice
Yeah,
tension.
it's got a foamy head that's just kind of sitting on top there. Nice lacing.
wow.
Still have carbonation activity going on even after
Yeah, absolutely does
a
it.
couple minutes of pouring.
Yeah, it's got great carbonation.
Yeah. I already smelled it, so I like it.
Clove,
Yeah.
banana, baking spice.
Want to go for the nose? You guys want to
Yeah.
go for the nose?
Let's do it again.
Right.
I remember
Those
the
are-
last time we did this in New Jersey, BJ mentioned a little bit of a gingery something or other, and I would still agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got
Ginger snap
that nice
cookie thing.
crispy clove, but then there's that
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's more the clove, but
Yeah,
Yeah, clove.
the
That's
banana
it.
bubblegum thing going on in this
Yep.
is really nice.
yeah, there's a little bit of juicy fruit.
Yeah.
When you pour it, I feel like with the other bottles that I had, because of course I had like 40 something bottles of this. With some, if you poured the sediment in, you would get a little bit more of that clove spicy aspect.
Like me.
I feel like if you poured it at clear, you get a little bit more like the fruity kind of sweet, like bubblegum banana thing going on.
Yes, I'm smelling that too.
But then
Brown bread crust.
you get that nice the yeast. I like the yeast.
Yeah, definitely getting the yeast.
Hefeweizen yeast is very strong, so
Weedy
realize
clove.
that
Very
with
distinctive.
home brewing. If you're going to do a Hefeweizen, I will say make sure you clean your fermenters very well, because the Hefeweizen yeast is very strong and can that just aroma kind of takes over the bucket.
And actually,
Lots-
as BJ
lots
said,
of
I should just
BBW.
go like this.
So the northern
Well,
brewer,
you guys think anything else about the nose? What do you think about the sweetness in the
Little caramel?
fact that
This
it is
is
a
like-
malt extract? Yeah, so it is a malt extract beer, so it's not all grains, so it's slightly different than a typical like beer you'd buy at a store.
Right.
the northern
Yeah.
brewer's description says it should have a profile of spicy clove, phenolics, and distinctive
some-
banana ester profile, which it
Which-
certainly does on the nose.
Yeah.
That's checking on.
I get like a banana runts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's a
So let me
slight
ask you this question:
caramely
Like a
sweetness.
candied sweetness. Yeah.
if you pour this and just by the aroma, do you think it smells like a homebrew, or would you think it was?
Oh no.
No.
No, not at all. And that,
Definitely
Yeah.
not.
That was
Really
the most
like-
distinct thing I think about this one. All the other beers, you can totally tell they're homebrew. Like the IPA, the brown ale, man, you can totally tell.
Yeah, but
that.
it smells so good though, BJ. I'm
Yeah.
smelling. I mean, not BJ.
Tanner?
It smells really good though.
I don't know who you're talking to 90% of the time anymore.
Tanner,
No, it's just kidding out.
There you go.
love you, Tanner.
Well, enough smelling it. You guys want to taste it? We're already almost done.
Alright.
Hell yeah.
All right, cheers,
Cheers.
guys. Thanks
Cheers.
for being here.
Thank you for the
Appreciate
beer once again.
oh, wow.
Yeah, that's a winner.
Yeah, that's good.
Banana and the cloves.
Yeah.
Yep. Brown bread. Ginger snap cookie thing.
Yeah.
It does have that kind of ginger snap and brown bread, like pumpkin, like a pumpkin bread. Like a
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Like a shortbread pumpkin
No,
bread.
a little bit of melon coming out. A little melon character.
Mm.
It really pops.
Can't agree with Mel.
And that's something that, like, the typical
Oh,
Hefeweizen, it's just
Yeah.
dull and might have the notes, but this really pops.
I think when I had it fresher, I had a little bit more of a finish to it. The bottle I have now, it seems like it's I don't know, maybe I'm not getting as much of the hops. So this was brewed.
Had to have been April, right?
Yeah. Well, your water tastes okay.
Apricot. I get
Oh,
apricot.
the water it came out very clean.
Oh, a little apricot.
That's lovely.
Very carbonated.
So I brewed my first beer. This was brewed 3 months ago, so it's still pretty fresh. I got a fruit fly that's been just bothering me for the past hour.
Fruit fly, don't bother me.
Fruit fly.
Yeah, it's like amplified of that banana note when you get to the bottom of your bottle. At least when I got to the
Josh.
Mm.
nice cinnamony brown bread clove thing.
Yeah.
This is a very flavorful beer, Tanner. I'm loving it again.
The clove borderline's on a cinnamony kind of a note, but more clove.
Yeah.
Very herb-based.
Like halfway between a pumpkin spice and a holiday spice.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I taste that creaminess too. What I like too,
Creamy.
or at least soft. Maybe not creamy. Maybe like a soft.
It is soft. I'll go with you on that.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right, let's see if
Not
we can-
creamy. It's soft. Never mind. Misunderstood on myself.
I love it soft. Oh, wait a minute.
Is that better? Hold on. Okay, here we go.
I gotta learn how to do all this stuff.
All right, here's the ABV supposed to be 5.2. As I said, I think it was 5.25. I think it was
Yeah, we'll brew together, BJ.
ended up being on
No, I mean, like,
a little bit higher.
I might-
Like I said, though, we did just a 3-week and a primary. We didn't do a second fermentation. We didn't transfer it twice. So that's why there's a little bit more sediment in the bottom of this one than some of the other beers. Did bottle condition for 2 weeks. Used 5 ounces of the corn sugar to prime it for bottle conditioning. Here's all the ingredients I just read at the beginning. We did a little bit different with the water. I think we did a little bit less. No, that's what we did. We started with 2.5, and then I think after we poured the wort minus the true, we got like 4.75 or something, and then we added about another quarter gallon of water, I believe. Yeah, here's all recipe, all that good stuff. So yeah, these are pretty cool. I think I want to say I paid. Here is the I think I got a deal because I bought 3 of them at once. I think I got like 3 recipe kits for like $100 or something. They had a sale. But normally these go for like $55 a kit, or 45. Sorry.
that'd be unexpected.
Some of them are 55. I think the Mexican hot chocolate stout was actually the more expensive one. Yeah, maybe I got 4. I think I got 4 for like 1 something. I got a good deal. I think I got 4 or 5 gallon recipe kits for like $120 or some shit.
Yeah,
So-
you'll find like as you go into like all grain, it gets cheaper.
Oh yeah. Malts or malt extracts apparently is more expensive for the recipe.
You know, Tanner, I wish I
Yeah,
wasn't
more.
so. I wish I wasn't so scared of the stove because I would like to start brewing.
Yeah, the stove. You gotta make
This is
food.
the German Czech.
Well, the fire, not the stove itself.
Your color.
I just hope I can one day brew. I would love to brew. I have that brew kit, but I'll have to get the.
Oh no, you need all new ingredients for that. Throw those out.
Yeah. That's. I don't need to throw the other stuff out. I just need to throw the. I need to just throw the main stuff out. Yeah. I need that.
What do you guys think of the carbonation?
Oh,
It is super carbonated, but
Yeah, super carbonated.
it's not harsh like a soda going down. It doesn't burn at all.
Very effervescent.
no.
Lifts everything perfectly.
Yeah, you have a lot more control when you force carb. I'm assuming, right? Bumpy Beerman. As far as like carbonation, I feel like when you bottle condition, it's kind of hard to get a more consistent product each beer. Whereas forced CO2 in each can is probably
Yeah, because you
or
get a
kegging. Forced, you probably do it in a keg, right?
Yeah, because you're gonna have if you have it,
What do you do,
from your
Beerman?
keg,
When
then it's
you
gonna
do the
be
can?
all gonna have the same carbonation throughout the entire liquid.
Yeah.
How do you carb your beer, Beerman?
I just set it. Beersmith gives you a certain PSI level to set it at for each style that you brew. So everything is kind of set. But with mine, I just set it mainly for like 11 or 12 PSI. Actually, I force carb it. So I'll go like 30 PSI for about 48 hours and let it like totally carbonate. And then
In the
and then
keg?
and then I'll pull the PRV and let all the gas out and bring it down to 12 psi and let it kind of condition for about a week or two.
You see, they have keg fermenters, so you can ferment in keg in one.
Perfect.
That would be badass. Keg
The
fermenters.
Clawhammer guy, yeah, they have keg fermenters where you can ferment in keg in the same thing.
Seems like less equipment you need.
Yeah. That's what
I'm doing with the Merzen right now, just in the keg. Yeah.
Maybe me and BJ can start brewing. I don't know.
Remember commenting on the beer the first time I had it with you at your house?
We may be able to do that.
And when we had this with Alex and BJ when we were in New Jersey last month, I guess it was last month, yeah. That I guess I would have thought that there would have been some off flavor or something off about the beer with the technique, but with this particular Hefeweizen you made, and you stuck to that recipe and the brewing instructions, I don't find any rough edges to this at all. I wouldn't be able to tell that some guy down the street in Warwick did the brewing of the beer. Honestly, there's no rough edges. Great. I guess I just would have assumed there would have been for your first time, but you followed the instructions pretty good, and you're a student of the craft, so that's good.
Like I said, I'd like to brew one day. I really would, because I think I would.
Yeah, I mean, it's really it's a lot more nerve wracking until you do it.
Right.
Then it's like riding a bike. Sure, beer man.
Yeah, you learn things. You pick up things along the way that you use next time you do it.
Well, you want to keep doing it too. It gets fun.
Right, exactly.
At first, it's like you get nervous and you get scared you're gonna screw up. But once you learn how to somewhat do it, and don't get me wrong, I've screwed up a couple of things. My German blonde ale, I diluted it way too much. There was no markings. There was no markings on the container, and it said it was like a 1.2, and I looked it up, and it's actually a 1.4 gallon.
Wow.
So there's just stupid little things you're gonna do in between. Whatever. People make mistakes. You're gonna learn from it. You're gonna try to not do that the next time. And
exactly.
You got to keep doing it though, because once you stop, like if I were to try to do it again, I'd probably have to look up some stuff and be like, okay, what did I do again? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But once you keep doing it, it's fun. Now I have 4 cases of beer in my bedroom.
Well, I will tell you this, Tanner. I promise you this. If I do visit you soon, we could do some brewing in your house if you want.
Hey, there you go. That's a way to learn.
Do some brewing, yeah. And Eric could join us if he wants.
Probably should at some point with this brewing.
No, you're not that far. You're not that far from Tanner. I
just about shy of an hour. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good time. Yeah, this thing's super easy.
On a good day, minus the traffic, I think we're less than an hour away from each other.
Yes. Yep.
It could take 2 hours because of the traffic, I guess. I get what you're spraying, yeah.
Mari done. That beer was good.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I guess you guys don't have to score it. I mean, if you.
Well, I love it.
Just give your last thoughts. I don't know.
I love it. So
I
love the crap out of it.
Really no structure.
Super clove bananas. BJ said that pumpkin bread thing. That totally makes sense there. It's super bready, yeasty. It's very delicious. Again, I'm not finding any rough edges to it. Your mileage may vary how you want to pour out a Hefeweizen and just in general. If you don't want so many phenolic notes of the yeast, you can be a little more careful about it. Or if you want to just kind of incorporate it in there and really get those notes, if you really are loving Hefeweizen, you like that flavor to it, incorporate it.
I didn't use a hop catcher, and I pretty much just went from kettle to bucket. So there was really no straining. So there's going to be like trube, and then of course, as the yeast works through it and ferments, it still creates that layer at the bottom. But
there's a little bit of a milky look to it.
I think that as far as fermentation too, this one actually came pretty good, just kind of leaving it alone for 3 weeks rather than doing the transfer to secondary. I would like to try to do this. I actually want to brew this all grain. I think all grain version of this would be awesome. I think that would be.
I'd love to try that, Mr. Tanner.
Yeah. But no, yeah, I think just kind of leaving it alone and letting it do its thing, considering the style of beer, considering it's a style that's like works well with the yeast. Just kind of leave it alone rather than transferring it off because really you rack it off into another bucket to just get it off that dead yeast cake. You know what I mean?
just to clarify it a
seemed
little
like
bit.
it
Right?
still came out pretty good. Yeah.
You need a roller. You
More
need a great
clarity, I guess. You know, once you let it sit in the fridge, I poured mine kind of easy, and I left all the stuff at the bottom. You can see.
Well, I got rid of it all.
You get a pretty clear pour to yours.
No problem.
Is it gonna? That would be cool. You know, focus.
Well, yeah, you would need that roller. You need that green roller.
No,
Oh.
the camera's just freaking out.
Yeah, but to conclude, yeah, I'd say 2 thumbs. That's my conclusion on the beer overall.
Thanks,
I really
dude.
would
Appreciate
that
it, bro.
Good on you.
I do feel like this one came out the best overall. Yeah, I think with the other styles, like the IPA and the brown ale, I like them, but the malt extract is very sweet.
I'm loving this.
You loving this? Like McDonald's?
I'm loving this beer. Yeah,
You're like a little kid at McDonald's eating chicken nuggets right now, right?
Hell yeah.
Except it's beer
I'm
form.
loving it.
Except it's beer form instead. Hell yeah.
Cheers, Keith.
So Keith.
All right, so I did pull up the other video when I kind of solo reviewed this. That it says it was bottled 3/28/24. So about 3 months. So it's about 3 months old, which is still pretty solid for Hefeweizen.
Tastes fresh.
Still got the crispness to it. It hasn't
Yeah.
lost.
And the ABV was 5.25, like I said. So a little bit higher than what we were shooting for initially. Anything else? Overall, as far as my first beer, I think this one was a good beer to start off with. Really not too many additions. You just kind of learn how to do a malt extract brew pretty quick. Steep your grains, pour your liquid malt extract, pour your dry malt extract, and just drop an ounce of hops. So it's pretty simple. Kind of gives you a good explanation of what you're doing as far as brewing. And then really, I think the biggest thing to stress is just always to be sanitary. Beerman knows, you just want to be clean with what you're doing. I think that's why this came out so well, because I was just kind of making a joke out of being sanitary, like dunking everything and just being silly, making a joke out of it, but being careful and, making sure everything was clean. So, and it came out solid. There's no off notes out of any of the bottles. I haven't gotten any type of oxidation or any type of infection, anything like that. So
It's perfect, in my opinion.
I will say, I think the brown ale, I drank one the other day and it tasted a little different. I think it might have been one of the ones that I shouldn't have, I should have let. It's probably had a little bit of Trub in it. Should have just, I think I tried to rack off too many bottles. Should have had, maybe like 44, probably went for 46 and got a little bit more of the True, but that's what happens when you don't really have much to filter other than a bucket.
Yeah.
With a hose on it.
Do the best that you can in this.
Yeah, exactly.
You certainly did that, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's been fun. Anybody else got anything else to say? I guess after that, we could just maybe do some shout outs if you want.
Amazing stuff. Keep up the good work.
Yes.
Thanks.
Can't wait to try that beer that you have that's already made. I think you just made it recently.
Which one? The Mexican hot chocolate stout. Yeah, that one's still bottled.
Still mending. Yeah, I get your spring.
Yeah.
Can't wait to try that. I hope now it'll be delicious. I think that'll be
Made 41 bottles, I think.
I think I watched you put them in the bottle. I don't remember.
Yeah. You were there. You were there when I bought them, Alex.
Yeah, I hang out you first all day.
Yeah. But yeah, you guys want to do some shout outs for your channels? Thank you guys for being here. Appreciate it.
No problem. Thanks for having us.
Kind words.
Yeah, well, I guess I'll go first. Go ahead and check out BJ Drinks Beer on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. And tomorrow night, if you're a wrestling fan, even if you're not a wrestling fan, and you just want to watch me crash and burn on my first live stream, go ahead and tune into my channel. We'll be doing a SPO Wrestling presents Uneffing Necessary Predictions live stream. Go ahead and check.
Nice.
Nice.
Cheers, BJ.
Cheers, Tanner. Thanks for having me.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, I'd like to say definitely a good beer. I like it. Got lots of carbonation sparkles just hitting on the top of this beer right now. Yeah, I like how it hits kind of all different notes. It's not just clovey. It's not just banana. It's it's got a lot going for it. Clean water profile, which is good. On my channel, I just posted before this live stream started an unboxing video.
I saw that. I was like halfway through it.
Beer mail from last beer. Josh, he's in the chat there, so definitely check him out. Everybody already knows him here, anyways. But yeah, got that out. I got the different beer reviews coming out. Some frozen pizza reviews. That's mostly it going on. So, cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, buddy.
Well, Monday, I don't know when I will eventually get back to live streams on Mondays, but I am doing my live streams Thursday and Friday around Thursday around 10 o'clock, 10:30. Friday is around 8 o'clock, and then Tuesday, hoping we'll get back to doing beer reviews, whether it's with BJ or I'm just going to do beer reviews, whatever. Either way, it's going to be live stream or a video, regardless on Tuesday. If it's BJ, it's live stream. If it's me, it's a video. So either way, check it out regardless, whenever that may be with the beer reviews on Tuesdays. But then obviously I'll have Eric do his spiel on his on the Wednesday thing. So, but yeah, Monday when I decide to do it around 8 o'clock, Alex Friends. Tuesday, beer review when I decide to do a beer review, but I think I need to get back to doing that. And then obviously Thursday, Alex Friends around 10 o'clock, 10:30, and then Friday is come have a beer around 8 o'clock. So cheers, everybody, and check out Rick Joplin and all of our peeps and have a YouTube channel. Please stay tuned for all that. Oh, and also I need to eventually do some food reviews too. So eventually.
Yes, you do.
Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers, Alex.
Cheers. Oh yeah.
Excuse me. Ooh.
I'm sure there's some stuff going on this evening. We talked about last beer. He's got a beer thing coming up, I think, at another 25 minutes. Go check out Last Beer. He's been on the streams recently. Go check out Beer Whisperer. His name is Tom the Beer Whisperer. He's also on Facebook if you want to check him out. He's been a longtime beer tuber, and he does a lot of whiskeys and mixed drinks and cocktails. So go check him out. He's mostly on Facebook for the most part. That's where his audience normally is, but he will do some restreaming through into YouTube. So go and check him out there. And what else can we say? Jordy's Den, another fun-loving individual in somewhat in our little community there out of Scotland, mainly drinking the drunk lagers, but fun individual, and he does program his own music. So go check out Jordy's Den and Beer Whisperer. And as Alex said, I do the Beer Reviews show on YouTube. Mostly what I do is that Wildcard Wednesday. If I can't do a Wednesday at 7:30 Eastern time, Alex is co-hosting that show, and we'll stream it to his channel and mine. I appreciate that.
Anytime.
Yeah, and I'll keep it short, sweet there. Cheers. Thanks for the beer, Tanner. Great stuff.
Yes, again, Tanner, thank you for the beer because it's freaking amazing. Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, good beer. I have a review of it actually that I did on my own. Look out for that if you want to go see what I thought about it. I thought it was a very, very professionally made tasting beer for what it was. You did a really good job with that. So it just overall had a lot of really, and as it warmed up, it really had got a lot of different flavors as well, fruits and citruses and stuff like that coming out. It's really interesting. So good job, dude. Yeah, so I'll shout a couple people out. I've been shouting him out because I'll be seeing him July 15th, I think. Squatchy Brew Dude. Hopefully he'll be in my town. The last thing he did was best breweries in Knoxville. So he goes from brewery to brewery and does a bunch of brewery visits and stuff. And the main one here is a new channel I've been watching. Is they've got a lot of people, but the last stuff they did was like 4 years ago. It's the Brewer's Story. The Brewer's Story. It's little short films about the brewers and who does it and all that stuff. It's really cool to kind of sit there and listen to that while you're eating or drinking a beer or whatever. So that was really fun to watch. I've got a bunch more to watch, and heck yeah. So yeah, just my lives, Beer Cheese Tuesday. It's a regular one next Tuesday, so beer and cheese, and then I'll spin out. Everyone's got their adjectives. Those that weren't there, you just bring your adjectives from the last time you were there, and that's about it. It's 6 o'clock on Wednesday Eastern. Really just looking forward to this. I just got my rental car last night. I'm looking forward to my trip to Boston. So I'm like really excited about this. So
you're not flying, Mr. Beerman. You're driving.
No, I'm flying.
Oh, you're driving after you get to Boston.
Get to Boston. I got a car.
I give you spray.
Yeah. All right, but no, thanks guys. Thanks Tanner. Cheers, man. This is awesome.
Sure.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Cheers.
It's been fun. I do feel like this beer came out the best overall. I still haven't tried the Mexican hot chocolate stout, but I do think this one came out the best. Yeah, I want to do an all grain version.
Yeah.
The IBUs was, what was the IBUs? So 15.8 IBUs. So that's what the recipe kit says. So not bad. Yeah. Shout out to all these awesome people on the panel here. They all got YouTube channels. Go subscribe to them. Check out their videos. And we got some stuff coming up Thursday. Actually, before Thursday, Monday, going to do that Whistle Pig piggyback rye, right, Bumpy?
Yeah.
Be there.
I thought you weren't doing whiskey. I thought you were doing the other thing. The other.
No.
We are. Is it this week or next week?
Next week we just did a whiskey. So this week.
So this week.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, we're doing brew and booze. Sorry, I got
you. Yeah, that's what I remember you saying earlier when I watched it last time.
So yeah, we'll do the brew and booze again. That'll be fun. So get yourself. It's kind of like wild card in a sense. Don't be a Larry.
Yeah.
But yeah, bring any type of adult beverage. I don't say that at the beginning of my show, Eric. I'm not trying to steal your thunder. But yeah, check that out Monday. That's at between 8 and 8:30. It depends when Dan wants to show up. But yeah, other than that, Thursday I'm going to be reviewing my Mexican hot chocolate stout, and I'm actually off Wednesday, and they're gonna do fireworks, so might have a little get together at my house, have some hot dogs, burgers, and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Hopefully everybody has had a good weekend so far, and a happy 4th of July. Yeah. Shout outs for other people. Let's see. Shout out to Whiskey Encore, Cheech, for being on Bruzel's channel. What a legend. Our buddy Cheech over there, he pops up in the chat sometimes. He was actually on Bruzel's channel. Big bourbon hunter nowadays. If you haven't checked him out, check him out. The videos are pretty entertaining. And Cheech is a good dude too. He does a lot of just kind of live stream hang out where people just kind of nerd out, talk about awesome whiskey. Yeah. And other than that, let's see. Let's shout out Dan, who's just been mad at me lately. No, I'm just kidding. Shout out to Dan and Mike. Nah, check them out. FLX Beer Reviews, great guys. Very entertaining. Go check out their channel. Of course, Josh, Miscellaneous, Short and Stout Beer Reviews, Sammy, Ghost Town Nation, check them out. Scotch Down Under is another one. Beer for Breakfast. Our buddy, the Whiskey Scout over there, Roger.
Legendary Robert. Yeah.
Robert, sorry, when I say Roger.
Okay, Chief.
Roger.
Don't forget the Brutiful Horror podcast on Spotify.
Oh, yeah. Corey.
Legendary Corey. Yep.
Yeah. On that, thank you guys for being here. It's been fun.
Thanks for having
Cheers,
me.
everyone.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And yeah, I think we'll wrap this up. 36 minutes, not bad. Probably kick it off here for a little bit. If anybody wants to hang out, here's a link. Is that the name of the beer man?
Yeah.
Check out Beer Man's 4th of July home brewing.
I was cleaning a shower the other day and I had a lot of hair from these people, and I was like, man, these hairy ass people.
You decided to make that a beer name? That's great. I love it. All right. Well, cheers, everyone. Thank you guys once again. And yeah, is there anything else you guys like to see on my channel? Make sure to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and upload videos. Look at beer. Thanks a lot, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Channing, this is Alex, the Beer Master.
Oh, sorry. Oh, we got Alex in the house. I'm sorry. Go, Alex.
It's okay. This is Alex, the Beer Master. This is Alex, the Beer Master. We will see you all on the next live stream and the next video. This is Alex, the Beer Master, signing out. But cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everyone.